first wanted to ask, a few days removed from the Miami match, just watching it back, what do you think just for the biggest difference makers in that match?
No difference.
Oh,
There is no difference.
Mm.
I mean, obviously they have big players, but I think that they score on the little mistake that we made, and we scored when we had to score. After that, we could have scored more goals, but we didn't do it. So for me, this is all about this kind of situation that the free kick, the foul before the pass that we missed. But no, it was a good game against two good teams.
I asked before the Miami game about center midfield, and you told me that Dylan and Azil could be playing there, and obviously they got in there on on Wednesday. But just what were your thoughts on them getting their first taste of gameplay at that position?
It was not planned, to be honest. That's why this is the beauty of my job. But I know that I can play here. So no, the idea was to have players like I felt that Dylan in this position as a single pivot as number 6 was the good moment for him to play in this position, because we needed him to with the range of the pass that he has and the simple play that he has with the pass, and Aziel also defensively was with Dylan in this position, but offensively was to bring to be between the lines and to connect and to connect with the other players and try to create something. So yeah, the game was good for them.
I know last week you didn't have too clear of a timeline for how Sean's recovery and everything. I just wanted to ask if there any more clarity on what to expect.
No, it's a day to day. So he's going well, but this is a day to day.
And you're playing a Philadelphia team. Obviously, you guys know them pretty well, and they're fighting for a playoff spot. And just from your experience, teams who are fighting for playoff spots, what kind of energy do you think they bring to games late in the season?
We are fighting for the second spot, so it's going to be a good game. So all this kind of game, this is all games, as you saw the last games that we had, not us but everyone. The results 4-3, 3-2. This is everybody can beat everybody, because this is the way it is in the final stretch. So we know Phillies, they know us. So it's going to be the same game as we usually play, with a lot of intensity, and they're going to try to be on counter attack, to play quick, fast. So, but again, they fight for something, and us also.
I know you sometimes draw from previous matches and sometimes choose not to or can't. But in that last Philly game, you rotated pretty heavily at Philly, and it was a good performance.
Yeah.
Knowing that, does that give you some confidence as you consider how you're going to approach this game on Saturday?
I'm not superstitious.
Pardon me?
I'm not superstitious.
Oh.
So it means that the game of Philly with the rotation was good, but doesn't mean that I'm going to do the same, against tomorrow. So no, this is not the same moment. This is not the same dynamic. So like I told you before, I trust my players. I know that when I put one player on the pitch, he's going to try to be good. So for me, this is the most important. I don't need to think about what he's going to give me. I know that's going to give me something. So this is the mindset that I like. So now Philly is Philly. So we'll see in terms of profile, what type of profile I will put tomorrow. But yeah, context is not the same.
It's been a very long season. I don't have to tell you and your team that. Do you know any more about the level of output from your players at this moment that may be different, say after the CONCACAF Champions Cup, where you had run a full congested schedule in the spring? Do you know anything more that can help you going into this final stretch?
No, what I've noticed is the player from last year and this year and the new player reach the same level of mental aspect in terms of the brain, the way they compete, and after that the tactical element, there is no surprise, because if they are with us, it's because they have quality to understand what we want. But for me, I'm really happy with the way the new player understood the mindset of our team. And for me, this is really important because, as you know, to bring player in the middle of the year, this is not the middle of the year, this is more than that. So this is not easy in terms of mindset because I want to perform well. Sometimes for few players, this is new. But no, I'm really happy with them because the mindset is really good and they know their role also. They can start, they can come from the bench. But what I like is they bring energy and to be consistent and to be consistent in the story of the game. We have to get this type of profile, and I'm really happy for that.
Thank you.
Coach, you guys have faced different types of adversity throughout the season. How much did you see after dealing with some of the adversity, on Wednesday, the cohesiveness and the unity from the team, with having the grit to still keep fighting all the way to the end?
Yeah, again, I was happy that this kind of scenario happened. It happened against Seattle, but it was difficult because we didn't have, you knew the situation. But I was waiting for this kind of moment because for me personally, this is a challenge because people likes to talk, but they don't act, and I like to talk but act. So, and that's why for me it was important to show that my players show me that no matter what happened, we try to go and to go, depending the context, and they did it well, and for me, the limitation is only the brain, the way you think. For me, this is I cannot say something else because my job with my staff is to convince my player that we can still do certain things depending the mindset that you have. And what I like about the game against Miami is 11 against 11, we competed in a really good way. And when we played with 10 men, we were also really good. And for me, the only thing that I am a bit disappointed, obviously, this is the results because we deserve more. And everybody knows that we deserve more. But yeah, really, really happy that we were able to face this kind of a situation to give more confidence to my players and also to challenge them a little bit more when we're going to play 11 against 11.
So how much can you link the culture in the locker room to the resilience and the cohesiveness that the players shown through adversity?
It's a day-to-day work. As you know, there is box to box. They are following us. So hopefully they are not every day with us because they're gonna say that maybe this is not right what I do in terms of, I don't know now. I'm joking. What I'm saying is it's a day-to-day work. It's all the time try to help everyone, not only the player, the staff, the club, everyone, to go back on the right path. When sometimes as a human being we have to go out of the path, and that's why for me this is really important. And this is why we are able for the moment to be consistent, because without that this is not possible. But to have this, we need respect, we need also understanding, we need also desire to be a good teammate, and to be a good teammate, this is so difficult because sometimes you have to do things that this is not about you, this is about your teammate. And my job is to be really focused on that, and to be true and honest with my players when we don't go on this path. But this is not easy, but I have to do it.
And you're going up against Jim Curtin in the diamond defense.
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk about some of the strengths of playing in the diamond versus defending against the diamond?
Mm-hmm. As we know, when we play against a diamond, we know that the difficulty for the opposition is to manage the overload on the side, because they have only one player, I would say, only the fullback. And so they overload the middle, so this is defensively, we have to be, offensively, sorry, we have to be patient and also find the opening. Sometimes it could be through the middle, even though they have players inside, but also this is also on the side. That's why Philly did a good job, do a good job on that. And after that, when we defend, this is a good challenge, because obviously they have overload in the middle, and the only way for me is to be aggressive. If we are not aggressive, they have 6 players between the line. They are able to combine to play the second ball, but also to combine with the narrow players around. So we need to be aggressive. If we are not aggressive, this is difficult, because they can overload the middle in a really good way, and also they are really good also to cross. So for me, because of Jim, I've been better, tactically, because when we play a back 5 or back 3 or 3-4-3, 3-5-2, I don't know how you want to call it, against a 4-4-2 diamond, this is not easy. This is not easy, because in terms of the two systems are totally different. So we have to be brave individually to defend on 2 players instead of 1 player.
Plus, when you saluted the fans on Wednesday, pre-game after your interview, what's your message for the fans coming in these final 3 games?
Again, they are so massive for us. That was so massive that apparently Pat talked to Rudy, but Rudy didn't hear the voice of Pat. So now again, we need them. This is when this is difficult, that we need them the most, and they have been with us, and I know that they are behind us, and they're going to support us. Now I'm going to try to do everything to finish second if we can, even though I don't like to talk about standing, but this is the end of the season. I can, because it's a fact. To have the possibility to play at home also if we go through the semi-final, and we do that because we know that our fans deserve that also. So yeah.
Thanks, Coach.
Awesome.